dominated Broadway ticket sales. Disney also began its epic run on Broadway with a tale as old as time, Beauty and the Beast.
It's okay to fall in love with the narcissist that kidnapped you, because you can change him. Who thought that was a good message to give to impressionable little girls?
That was followed by The Lion King.
My impression of a Disney executive. What public domain property haven't we ripped off of? I know, Shakespeare. We'll do Hamlet, but with singing lions.
And no one can forget Aladdin.
The way to a woman's heart: steal from people and lie about it.
Are you going to make fun of Frozen next?
Heck no. The last time someone pissed off Elsa, the wind chill went down to -25 for a week. How about a non-Disney show?
Ooh. 1996 brought the AIDS epidemic to center stage with Rent, based on the opera La Boheme. It chronicles a year in the life of several starving artists who are HIV positive.
Most people had one of two opinions on that one. They either loved it or wished they could go back to the 1800s to get back the 8,100 seconds of their lives they wasted watching the show.
Which category did you fall in?
I plead the fifth.
I knew you liked it.
Okay, fine. It was a great show. Just don't tell anyone. I don't want to ruin my breath.
Your secret is safe with me. The late 90s and early 2000s brought two more of the longest running shows of all time to the stage. Although the original run of Chicago in the 1970s was unremarkable, an encore series with a minimalistic set transferred to Broadway in 1996.
That's the one with all the jazz music, right?
It is! Tale of Women Awaiting Trials for Murder in 1920s Chicago has somehow stayed on Broadway for decades by keeping costs low, having guest celebrities perform the lead roles, and changing theaters 3 times.
Guess they couldn't pay their rent and got evicted.
Is that the best you got?
You really want me to say more? The costume?
All right, let's stop while we're ahead. Next, we have Wicked, a different take on the tale of the Wicked Witch and Glinda that puts a new twist on the classic tale of the Wizard of Oz.
Some wizard roofies your mom and possibly date rapes her, and because of that you get green skin? Yeah, that sounds real fair.
Shows came and went in our little theater. Smash hits that ran forever, flops that opened and closed on the same night, movies were once presented on our theater's screens returned as musicals. Singin' in the Rain told the tale of a famous silent film actress whose voice is replaced by a melodic singer.
So basically Milli Vanilli the musical.
Yeah, I don't think the millennials will get that joke either.
My bad. Let me update it. Who was the one that messed up on SNL? I remember, so basically, Ashley Simpson the musical.
Moulin Rouge tells the tale of love in a French cabaret at the beginning of the 20th century.
That costume designer should have won a Tony.
Okay.
The biggest problem I have with musicals based on movies is that most of them don't stay on the Broadway stage, as long as the original film was in theaters. Remember Rocky?
Ooh, don't remind me.
How about Honeymoon in Vegas? Lincoln, it was gone.
I liked Tony Danza in that one.
9 to 5.
Nobody messes with Dolly around me.
Okay. I must have hit a nerve on that one. You were right, though. The world would be a better place if more rich people were like Dolly. Instead, they are off having a rocket ship measuring contest. Wonder what they're overcompensating for. Anyway, how about Groundhog Day or Big?
Okay, there were a lot of flops, but Mean Girls was good.
Mean Girls is proof that everyone is out of new ideas. They made a movie, then they made a musical based on a movie. Now they're making a movie based on a musical that was based on a movie. Is anybody capable of coming up with an original idea?
How about Talking Chairs?
That's 5 for Claire.
The new millennium brought jukebox productions to our stage that used songs from every decade of life. Jersey Boys told the tale of the Four Seasons, a group of Italian-American singers from New Jersey.
Make fun of a bunch of Italian-Americans from New Jersey, or keep breathing. Decisions. I think I'll pass on that one.
Mamma Mia uses the music of ABBA to tell the tale of a girl who invites the three men who might be her dad to her wedding without telling her mother to find out the identity of her real father.
Sorry. Was that written by Jerry Springer?
The 2010s gave us two long-running original shows. The Book of Mormon relays the tale of missionaries from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Africa.
That musical proves that God is not a Mormon.
How do you figure that?
Well, if he was, he would have taken out that theater with a lightning bolt a decade ago. He took out Sodom and Gomorrah for a lot less.
You never know. He may still smite the writers with boils.
You're really getting the hang of this comedy stuff.
Thanks. In 2015, a show premiered on Broadway like none there had ever been before. A hip-hop infused look at the founding father on the $10 bill, Hamilton.
Funding for education has been cut so much in this country, kids watching that show probably think Thomas Jefferson was African American instead of a creepy white guy that impregnated an underage slave and kept his own children as property until he died. Then he set them free. Mighty white of him.
Bob, no one really knows what happened back then. We have to be careful or someone might call us woke.
I'd rather be woke than sleep through oppression.
Wow! I've never seen this side of you before. You should put that on a bumper sticker.
Better change the subject.
Okay, I'm on it. Throughout the beginning of the 21st century, Broadway thrived and set new box office records almost each year. Ticket holders were happy to spend hundreds of dollars to sit on my seat and escape to the magical world of live theater. Everything was running smoothly until that fateful day in 2020 when Broadway went dark.
I don't like this part.
Neither do I. This was not the first time Broadway was shut down. Storms, power outages, union strikes, and 9/11 briefly halted productions on Broadway. But nothing made Broadway go dark as long as COVID-19. On March 12, 2020, the governor of New York ordered a halt to all live performances until April 13th.
Yeah, it didn't quite work out that way, did it?
No, it didn't. The reopening date changed many times. Every time the date got pushed back, the poor sales agents in the box office had to rebook tickets from canceled shows to future performances that might not even take place. A patron complained that one of his tickets was moved 5 times.
Man, he must have really wanted to see that show.
Plaza Suite starring Matthew Broderick and Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yeah, I would have jumped through a lot of hoops as well to see that.
No one thought at the time of the closure that it would be about a year and a half before any theater would welcome guests again. October 15th, 2021 was a special day for me.
I got you flowers for your birthday.
A kid dropped them on the floor. That doesn't count. In addition to being my 100th birthday, that day also saw the triumphant return of live theater to our home. Sadly, some shows didn't make it back. Mean Girls, Frozen, and the revival of West Side Story chose not to reopen.
Guess COVID was so mean to them, they got frozen out of Broadway.
Really?
Not even Babe Ruth could hit it out of the park every time.
No joke about the West Side Story revival.
The producer left because of allegations of harassment and abusive behavior. Even I won't make light of that.
For the shows that did open, the theater-going experience had changed. To protect the performers on stage, patrons had to stand in long lines to show vaccination cards, and everyone had to mask up.
I felt sorry for the poor ushers who had to tell grown adults how to properly wear a mask 25 times a night.
Seemed like a small sacrifice to enable the return of live theater. The performers on stage could not perform properly wearing masks, and any positive COVID test meant an understudy would have to go on instead, or even the cancellation of that night's performance.
December of 2021 was especially bad. Shows got canceled left and right.
I know. Oh, I could go on about this, but I'll get off my soapbox.
Smart decision.
Since Broadway reopened, many shows have struggled. The two shows that battled for the 2017 Tony for Best Musical, Come From Away and Dear Evan Hansen, closed due to low ticket sales.
I lost $20 on that year's Tony Awards. Come From Away is the best musical I've ever seen.
They were both powerful shows. In September of 2022, the Phantom of the Opera announced it would close a few weeks after its 35th anniversary on Broadway.
I feel sorry for the seats in that theater.
Why?
35 years without a vacation is brutal.
Oh, I'm not sure I would have liked that workload. I hear the theater is getting renovated.
Hope they give their seats some well-deserved TLC.
Phantom extended its closure date until mid-April of 2023, which created something that may never happen again in theater history. All four of the then longest-running shows in Broadway history, Phantom, Chicago, Lion King, and Wicked, all performed at the same time for about 6 days.
So which of those shows do you think will beat Phantom's record?
Honestly, I put my money on each of them holding the title of longest running show on Broadway at some time in the future.
Really? Well, remind me to call my bookie. So enough with all this bad news. Any positive post-COVID stories?
Well, I would say that the biggest hit post-COVID was a show that was in previews in the winter of 2020 and had an opening night scheduled for March 12th, the day of the closure.
Missed it by that much.
Yes, 6. Tells the story of the 6 wives of Henry VIII. They are pitted against each other in a diva pop song battle to see who had the worst marriage.
With the way he treated women, I'm amazed one of them didn't cut off his head Lorena Bobbitt style. Wait, I'm not sure millennials get that reference. Better explain it.
No. I mean, that's not necessary. They can Google it later if they want. Whatever you do, do not Google it.
Put it in research.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.